Today we're going to be taking a look at the story behind the world's most cursed object, the Dybbuk box. Bear in mind, the Dybbuk box is said to be so evil that even looking at a picture of it will curse you. Take that as you will. In 2001, a very strange box appeared on eBay. It was being sold by a man named Kevin Mannis, who owned an antique store. He bought the box from an estate sale, and the items that were being sold belonged to a woman who had survived the Holocaust. The woman had died at the age of 103, but not before carefully instructing her family not to open the box. The granddaughter who sold the box to Kevin also warned him to never open the box. The granddaughter also told him that the box had been in her family for as long as she could remember. Kevin offered to give the box back to her, assuming that it had some important meaning to the family, but the granddaughter was insistent that he kept it. Kevin took the box back to his shop and placed it in the basement. He left to run errands, but while he was out, he got a call from one of his employees who was freaking out. He returned to the shop quickly and said he was hit by a strong scent of jasmine flowers. He goes to look for the source of the smell, but found that all the lights in the basement had been shattered. The employee who had been freaking out told him she had heard otherworldly screaming coming from the basement. After this day, this employee never returned to the shop. For some reason, Kevin thought the box would be a good gift for his mother. Kevin wanted to give her a nice gift, so he prepared the box. At this point, he ended up opening it. Inside, he found a little statue with the word Shalom written on it, 2 locks of hair, a candlestick holder, and a few dried rosebuds. However, some of the items in the box are disputed by different sources. Kevin's mother came to his shop, and he decided it would be a good time to give her the box. Giving her the box, Kevin left her alone to go attend to other matters in the shop. When he returned, he found his mother sitting in a chair, not speaking. Kevin rushed her to the hospital, where they learned that his mother had suffered a severe stroke and had lost some of her ability to speak. She had to work to regain her speech and used a board to converse with people. Kevin was visiting her one day when she wrote on the board, "No gift." Puzzled by this, Kevin assured her that he did get her a gift for her birthday. His mother then wrote, "Hate, gift." After this, Kevin tried to sell the box to other family members who refused to take it. Kevin's sister took it but gave it back after a week, claiming that the doors of the wine box kept opening on their own. His brother took the box, but only kept it for 3 days, claiming that it smelt horrible. Finally, Kevin was able to sell the box to an elderly couple, but they also returned the box after a few short days. They returned the box in the middle of the night when no one was in the shop and left a note that said, "This box has a bad darkness." Despite his efforts, Kevin could not get rid of the box. Instead of just leaving the box somewhere, he took it home. Once home, Kevin began experiencing things that he couldn't explain. He saw shadowy figures in his house and had horrible dreams about an old lady that would beat him. Kevin said that after having these dreams, he would wake up and find himself covered in bruises. Kevin told his family about his strange dreams, and the ones that had the box in their possession told him that they experienced the same dreams. Kevin brought the box to a shed in his yard, hoping that it would stop the weirdness, but nothing changed. His dreams prevailed, and once more he smelled the jasmine flower scent that came from what he assumed was the box. It was at this point that Kevin decided to put the box up for sale on eBay. The box falls into new hands. It wasn't until 2003 when the box sold to a college student. This college student, whose name changes depending on the source, began experiencing weird things just like Kevin. He couldn't sleep and claimed that he one day woke up to finding bugs climbing all over his house and on the box. The college student and his roommates also claimed to have smelt jasmine flowers, which a lot of people describe as smelling like cat pee. The college student began to see shadows, started losing his hair, and stopped talking to people. He had the box for a total of 8 months before putting the box back up for sale. During the time that the student kept the box, he was writing a blog about the strange things he was experiencing. A well-educated man named Jason Hoxton bought the box for $280 after reading the student's blog and wanted to prove that there was a scientific explanation for the chaos surrounding it. Jason owned a medical museum, and when he brought the box to it, the computer stopped working instantly. Important data was lost, and the smell of jasmine flowers was filling the air. One employee said that their grandmothers passed suddenly and unexpectedly, and other employees begged him to take it away. Jason agreed to take the box home, and it wasn't long before he started to experience what everyone else did. He claimed to see shadow figures, but the worst came when Jason was watching TV with his son. His son said that he had seen something move out of the corner of his eye, and when Jason turned to look, he said he saw a large shadowy mass standing behind his son. Jason dreamt that his friends turned into demonic old ladies that would beat him. He also woke up with welts all over his body. At one point, Jason began spitting up blood while talking to his wife. He later said that he wasn't sure why, but all he knew was that he started to get really sick after he got the box. Jason was still on a mission to determine what was happening to those around the box. He tested the box for anything that might be causing people to get sick, but all of the tests came back negative. He spoke with paranormal experts who told him that he needed to try and contain the box. He did this by putting it in a container that was lined with gold. Somehow this worked, and the negative effects from the box seemed to dwindle. Deciding to put the box in a military-grade box and then bury it in an undisclosed location, Jason went on to spend 9 months writing a book about the box and what he had experienced. Through many hours of research, Jason was able to trace the box back to its original owner by speaking to her cousin. The original owner and Holocaust survivor had purchased the box in Spain at the time of World War II. Her name was Javelia, I think I butchered that, and the information learned about her was gained through her cousin. Javelia had been using a Ouija board to contact a good spirit in hopes to fighting back against the Nazis. She accidentally released a very evil spirit that she ended up containing inside the infamous box. Javelia always kept the spirit in the box for as long as she had it, but could not always contain it, according to the cousin. Javelia believed that the spirit was responsible for all the horrific events in the 20th century, such as the wars and natural disasters. So where is that box now? In 2017, Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures received the box. Depending on the source, Jason either donated the box to him or Zach paid $10,000 for it. The box was placed in his museum in Las Vegas. At first, Zach wouldn't let anyone under the age of 18 see the box, and had people sign waivers that said he was not responsible for anything that happened to the visitors. In 2018, Post Malone visited the museum. Eager to show him the box, Zach lifted up the glass container surrounding it and touched the box for the first time. Post Malone touched Zach while he was holding the box, and a lot of people believe this led to Post Malone being cursed. Why? Right after his visit, Post Malone was on a flight to London when the tires on the landing gear blew out. The plane was able to land safely, but that doesn't usually happen in circumstances where the landing gear is unusable. A few days after that, a group of 3 men broke into his old house and shot the current owner while looking for Post Malone. If that wasn't bad enough, he was in a car accident a few days after that. He was mostly unharmed, but believed that a more sinister force had been at work. In 2020, Zach and his friends decided to quarantine in the museum. For the season finale of his show this last summer, he decided to open the box. According to Zach, there are 10 Dybbuk boxes in the world, and that he has 2 of them. Additionally, he said that 2 of the boxes are unaccounted for, and possibly buried so that no one can find them. Jason does not agree with this, and he claims that there is only one true Dybbuk box. Regardless of if you believe in this kind of thing or not, it might be best to play it safe and not open any old and mysterious boxes. You never know what may be unleashed.